Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Today, we're going to look at two of the GM candidates, Joe Hortiz and Jerry Reese, and then we're going to have your comments read on the air. Also, bite-sized nuggets are going to be here, and the dessert with Kurt. Speaking of my main man, Kurt, here he is right now.
Hey, what up, good people? Welcome to the show. You know what we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the page. We need that subscription. And like the videos, comment, answer the question of the day, share the videos. All this helps us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. Now let's get this thing started right now. Hey, welcome back to the program, everyone. You know what we do at this time. Let's get at these comment cards. Jim, you up first, my man.
Oh, wow. We really appreciate you rocking with us and giving your comments to us and everything. That is so important to the show. Kingdom Thinker. Fellas, y'all do a great job on your show. I am a subscriber. Thank you for that. And listen to you almost daily. That's amazing. Thank you. In regards to Detroit Lions, however, they're an absolute dumpster fire. You guys can talk about GMs, coaches, players, and anything else in between. You guys just said that Sheila Ford Hamp went to the NFL for advice on finding another GM. They're the same ones who referred the Ford family to hire Bob Quinn 5 years ago. This ownership is clueless. Therefore, the rest of the organization will never have a chance to ever win. If the head is messed up, the rest of the body will fall apart. Facts. Wow. Oh, you're killing my soul.
Yeah. Good points, but yeah.
Good points. And we have something for you, man. If you're feeling down about the way this GM thing is going down, we have something for you in the bite-sized nuggets. So just stay tuned. We're gonna have that released soon. Kurt, what you got?
Hey, King East J, he says, hope for the best this Sunday, but preparing for the worst. That's all you can do. I would consider Brian Daboll as a coaching candidate. I like that. He has experience coaching multiple positions in the NFL. Whether he ends up being the guy or not, I hope to God we do not hire a new coach before a new GM. Oh. That is the best thing, is to hire the new GM and let him hire the coach. That's basically how it's done. We've seen disaster after disaster of teams hiring the coach before the GM, and we don't want that in Detroit.
And I just got to say something about this too, that we are doing both head coaches and GMs. And this is an opportunity for you to get to know these guys better, to learn a little bit more about these candidates. And we realize that the GM position needs to be hired first. So getting a bunch of comments about why would you want to pick the coaches first? Why are you doing the coaches? Well, this is why. We're just trying to educate everybody on who these people actually are. Some people don't have time to research all of it. So we just go ahead and do it for you.
That's right.
Philippines on Demand, another guy that rocks with us out of the Philippines. What are they, 12 hours ahead of us? Another great show, guys. I think your fantasy football guy is going to be a great addition. So do I.
The Feather Man, that's my guy right there.
The Feather Man is going to be outstanding. Seems like a very good speaker. Great job with this. Love the improvements. Keep it up. The Featherman's been on radio, man. He's got it locked down, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
He's another graduate of the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. That's my guy. Hey, Bryce says, with y'all getting GM first to hire the head coach. Okay, smart. Would be the best for the team, as we have said. Don't make it worse than it already is. I hope not. It is already bad enough. God we knows that to be true. And also let the GM hire the new DC as well, which will happen. I don't know about that one. Hockenson is a Pro Bowler, of course, for years to come. The GM usually doesn't hire the coaching staff once the GM hires the head coach, the coach usually picks his own staff.
Yep.
That's just how it's done around the league. I mean, he can have some influence, say, hey, I think you should look at this guy or that guy or this person or that person, but they don't have, usually they give the autonomy for hiring the defensive coordinators to the head coach.
Yep, totally agree with that. That's how it's done in the NFL. Hockenson a Pro Bowler for years to come if they start using him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to go to the Pro Bowl and not even be used right. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Because he could be putting up Kelsey numbers if they use him correctly.
Absolutely. Doug Wagner says, I would rather not have a college coach. Most have not done well moving to the pro game. There are some that have, but I agree with you. I don't want this to be the training ground or the proving ground in Detroit. I want somebody who's been there and done that, because we've had too many guys that have not been there and done that. And some of our head coaching candidates, they are some of the people that have not coached before. But I don't want a GM that hasn't been at least really experienced in the front office. Okay, it doesn't have to be it doesn't necessarily have to be a GM, but I'm so sick of people that don't have the experience that we need and has never done the job before, or that type of thing. It's tough.
Yeah, it definitely is. All right, next up, Dakota Baird, friend of the show. What up, Dakota? What about a video on the decline or regression of Tracy Walker? So much potential and promise. Is he being used correctly? Is it the scheme? Does he belong better in a 4-3 or 3-4? It just blows my mind because he was very good last year. I believe last year the thing was that he was playing a more of a free safety. He was roaming back and forth, but he did a lot of free safety, and then you had other guys playing the strong safety. Where I think that I like Tracy Walker in coverage. He's long. He has good coverage skills, and it's just kind of hard to see him down in the box. I like the combination of him and Jerron Kearse. Have Jerron Harmon come in as a floater, but I think you stick Tracy Walker in the back end. I just think he has that skill set is better for him, and have Jerron Kearse in the box. That's just me. I think he is playing out of position in this defense.
Yep. I totally agree. And guys, what do you think? Do you want us to do a video on Tracy Walker? Let me know in the comments below. And if there's enough people that want to see that, we will definitely do that. All right.
Hold on. Big shout out to Tracy Walker and his wife, Bella. They had their first child before the Bears game, right before the Bears game. So that's why he was on the non-injury related on the injury report. So congratulations to Tracy and Bella Walker on the birth of their first baby.
Awesome. No. That's awesome. Thank you, Kurt. Yeah. So we got the Dirty Nasties. Okay, I don't know about that. 4x4. At this point, Kenny Golladay is clearly done with the Lions. In no way he should be out this long for a hip flexor. He demands to be paid, yet he shows no loyalty when we really need him. Do we really need him? Is this the point, do you think? I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. Okay. So we really need. Okay, I know how important he is. I want him to re-sign, but dude, it's been 2 months. You know what? I'm not completely sure. Even the good Dr. Jimmy Lau said that it could be a contract situation. However, it also could be he re-aggravated that injury. I don't think he wants to play right now. I don't think he wants to get hurt before he gets to the pay window, as it's called. I think that he is going to be a free agent unless we franchise him. I would love to do a sign and trade. Actually, if he would cooperate, I'd love to do a sign and trade right there. Get some draft capital for him before he walks.
I would say this about Golladay. What's to say? You never caught another man's money. You know what I'm saying? So I will never look at another man's injury and how, what's going on with him and say that this is what he's doing or this is what he's doing. So, it very well he could be, having an injury. You don't know what it is. Right. And he has been working on the sidelines. So it's not like he's not showing up. He's showing up. He just can't get back on the field right now. You just don't know what the severity of the injury is. And the Lions have been tight-lipped for years about injury. So we don't know what the extent of his injury is.
That's true.
All right. Last but certainly not least, PC Payload. That is a decent, crafty name there,
yes,
fella.
It is.
All right. You guys doubled those subs in no time. Y'all are doing a great job. We appreciate it, PC Payload. Hey, it is always a good thing when we have new viewers and subscribers to our channel. We appreciate it very, very much.
Yep, and in the next segment, we're going to go to the injury report, and we'll have that in just a second. All right, welcome back to the show, and at this portion of the show, we're going to do the injury report that just came out yesterday for our Detroit Lions, and the person that's going to do that is Kurt.
Hey, it is time to look at these injuries. We're going to talk about the pain train. Jeff Okudah is still out with that groin injury. Kenny Golladay still is flexing that hip, no practice. CJ Moore with the ankle injury, no practice, as well as Darrell Crosby. He's out with the ankle injury as well. Now, here is some good things. Runner back DeAndre Swift was back on the field, limited with the illness. He has definitely clear concussion protocol, so don't worry about that. It's an illness, maybe got a flu or something. It is cold and flu season. All right, next up we have Deshaun Hand. He missing some time with the groin. Oof, that's got to hurt.
Yep.
Running back Kerryon Johnson with that knee. I hope it's the one that he has the brace on, so we don't have two bad knees instead of one. The defensive end Austin Bryant still is limited with that thigh injury that he suffered a couple of weeks ago. And you know who he is. Quarterback Matthew Stafford, number 9 in your program, number 1 in your hearts. He is limited with a thumb, but it's the same old thumb. He gonna play on Sunday, man. Don't even worry about it. That is your injury report for the Lions for Wednesday. For yesterday's practice report.
Yeah, and Kerryon Johnson on the injury report, all is right with the world again.
The status quo. The status quo.
Yeah, 2020 has reversed itself now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He's back.
All right, guys. We're going to go to bite-sized nuggets next. That comes up right now.
All right, it is time for some bite-sized nuggets. You know what it is. My man Jim brings you some little bits of information to help you get through the meal. Jim, what you got?
We got some. Okay, this was the rebuttal or the comment that I have to the GM search, and oh my gosh, these people don't know nothing about football. Mike Disner to have a major role in the Lions GM search. And this is per Jeremy Reisman, Pride of Detroit website. So I wanted to give a shout out to Jeremy. Anyway.
Jeremy!
But you know what? Listen, he has 14 years in the NFL business. Okay, he's mostly considered a cap advisor, but he worked directly with general managers in the past, including 6 years with the Arizona Cardinals as the team director of football administration. Okay, he worked in the NFL Management Council, analyzing player contracts, make sure teams were compliant with the collective bargaining agreement. In other words, he knows his way around how general managers operate. And that is very good news, because if the Lions are relying on the NFL, we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
It's another 5 years of crap. I'm being honest.
Because the other reports were that the Lions were leaning heavily on Troy Vincent. He's the executive vice president of football operations for the league itself. So, I'm glad that they have a guy in-house to help them with the search.
I agree, because if the NFL says, hey, this guy's really good, he could go, oh, wait, no, man. hold up. God, I'm happy about that.
Bob quit?
It might be. And it might be, it might not be that way, but I'll tell you what, I feel a little better, because my soul was crushed on the last show when we talked about this.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions have the NFL's toughest remaining schedule. For all you people that are hoping for the playoffs, there are 31 other teams that have an easier road than we do.
we have a murderous road.
We have a think very about tough schedule.
You got Green Bay. You got Tennessee. You got Tennessee. You got Tampa Bay. And oh man, that's it's gonna be some tough sledding, brother. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we always try to stay optimistic, but real is gonna be some tough sledding.
Yeah, we keep it 100 here.
For real.
We are Kool-Aid free and opium free. We are recovering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upon further review, Darrell Bevill elaborates on his Matt Patricia comment. And what it simply was somebody asked him a question, right? And all he said was, no. So he asked the question was, did Matt Patricia call you, yet? And he's like, no. And that's all he said. So everybody's reading into it a bunch of different things and all this conspiracy stuff.
All the innuendos about Is he what do you call that? Is Matt Patricia being petty? But I see it as
burner account, which was fake.
Oh yeah. And because I saw the person, they said, I'm not Matt Patricia.
Yeah, I know. I'm not the one.
I'm not the one. But the thing is that I can understand why Patricia wouldn't call him after the win. The guy just took his job. And I think it still kind of stings. So he's trying to distance himself from anything and everything that's related with the Lions right now.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Bevill said that too. He said that he's going to take time away from the NFL. Once you get out of the league, take some time, man. You've been burning it at both ends for 3 years, and I'm serious. I mean, I don't question the guy worked hard. I don't question that part. I just question the results of that.
Yeah.
And this was per Justin Rogers of the Detroit News. I just want to give credit where credit is due. And
Justin,
bite-sized nuggets. Oh yeah, shout out to Justin.
Yeah, he does his thing. Yeah.
And that is the bite-sized nugget section for today. We're going to go into the main course, and that comes up right now. Okay, we're coming into the main course now, and we have two candidates. We have Joe Hortiz. Yes, it's pronounced Ortiz. We've dropped the H. And Jerry Reese. And we got Kurt first on Jerry Reese. Tell us more about Jerry Reese.
All right, Mr. Reese is 57 years old. He is from UT Martin. If you don't know what that is, that's University of Tennessee at Martin. He is married. He has a wife, Gwen, and they have two kids, Jasmine Danielle and Jerry II. Now, all of his NFL front office experience comes at the New York Giants. From 94 to 97, he was a college scout. From 97 to 2004, he was a pro scout. From 2004 to 2007, he was a director of player personnel. And from 2007 to 2017, he was the general manager. He took over from Corsi, that was the general manager at the Giants then. His accomplishments include 2 Super Bowl championships. Actually, he won as the GM in his first go around at the GM. They won a Super Bowl in New York, and then they won it a few years later. All right, Reese's. Here's what they're saying about Reese, right? Because Eddie, of course, he was the guy who kind of helped us pick out the other guy we just got rid of. So here's what they're saying about him, and this is coming from one Mr. Dave Burkett when he was talking to Jeremy Reisman over at Prowl of Detroit. We got the friends of the show putting it down. So Reese's proximity to Corsi is interesting. The Lions relied heavily upon Corsi for their last general manager search. And according to Jason Lockenfora, Corsi remains someone the Ford family's trust. I don't know why, but whether the Lions should
keep it 100, Kurt. Keep it 100.
Corsi is a matter of opinion, but Dave Burkett called this advising of the 2015 general manager search a sham.
Ooh.
Which is obviously resulted in Bob Quinn's hiring. Yeah. Because looking back on it, man, and this has been said that Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia were not ready for those positions, especially, in an organization. And if of course he gave us Bob Quinn, now, I ain't not
heavily on him anymore.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Reese is a proven commodity. Won 2 Super Bowls.
Yes.
He took over for Corsi. So, there's that. So I can't say that, where Bob Quinn he was in their personnel department, but he wasn't their GM in New England. So, because we all know who the GM is, the fact the GM is who? Bill Belichick. So
right. Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But he is somebody who's a proven commodity. He just fell out of favor with the family up there in New York. So He is 2 Super Bowls. You can't say that he helped rebuild a team. Think about this, had to replace, players like Strahan and Tiki Barber and those individuals, but he reloaded the roster and won another Super Bowl with a quarterback. Really, if you look at Eli Manning, especially at the end of his career, Eli Manning really wasn't the greatest quarterback. He's one of those guys where he has solid stats, but the Super Bowls will get him in the Hall of Fame and not his actual regular season performances. So he had an average quarterback win 2 Super Bowls with the personnel around him. So
with that defense.
That Reese can definitely bring it. So I'm not down on Reese because he has a Corsi ties.
What do you think about him as a general manager for the Lions, though? Do you think that that's the personality or the fit here?
If he helps rebuild the defense, if he could bring a defense like the Giants had, I would definitely consider him a candidate because he can help rebuild the defense, because right now that is our biggest weakness.
Totally agree. Now I'm going to do another guy, Joe Hortiz, who has dropped the H. And he is 45 years old. He went to Auburn and he studied at Auburn. He got his bachelor's in accounting. Here we go with another accounting guy. That's a favorite of everybody out there.
Yeah.
But he said 19 years with the Baltimore Ravens. Why is that significant? Because he's able to stay with one team for that long. He has to be respected throughout the league. That is very, very important. He didn't jump from team to team to team to team, which means he got fired or he quit to go to a different job. He has stayed in that same organization under Ozzie Newsome. He's been involved in a lot of their drafts. So right now he's the current director of college scouting. This is very important because our drafts have sucked. I'm sorry. You think they're great. I do not you, Kurt, but a lot of people out there think that our drafts were wonderful. I'm on the other side of that. A lot of these people didn't pan out like we thought they were going to. There's some gems in there, but they're few and far between. Does that happen to every team? Yeah, but I think our draft needs to improve for us to get better. Okay, so he is responsible for all aspects of the college process, coordinating the schedules, cross-checking the duties of the area, and regional scouts. So everybody is under him that is, coach is trying to scout all these new players, right, that are coming up for the draft. So that's something.
Yeah.
He spent 8 years as a scout for Baltimore, covering the Northeast, North, and the Southwest regions before he became a national scout for 3 seasons. They've gotten a lot of players under him that are notable. Ronnie Stanley, I liked. Zadarius Smith is another big name. C.J. Mosley,
yeah,
Michael Orr, if you know the story, The Blind Side, he drafted Michael Orr, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But he also drafted Joe Flacco. He helped create that nasty defense in there.
Right.
So that was awesome too. But there's a lot of I like it in a way because he's been really good at the draft. Now, has he done free agency? Here's the big question for me.
Yeah.
Here's the big question for me on Joe Hortiz. But I've listened to him talk. I've seen some of his videos. I like the personality. But does he fit in Detroit? Does he fit in Detroit? I don't know. Would he be willing to leave Baltimore? Maybe he thinks he's the heir apparent over there.
Because you look at it like this, he had he's one of their under the 2020 club where they had to hire these 20-something individuals, and he's been there since his 20s. I mean, he's been there forever, but he's learned under Ozzie Newsome, was one of the great general manager, and this is one of the great personnel minds in the league has ever seen. Think about what he's done in Baltimore and really, building it up from Cleveland to Baltimore. He really knew how to build that organization. So learning under Ozzie Newsome is a definitely plus for me. And if he just like Reese, if he could bring that nasty type of championship defense to Detroit, I'm all with it.
Watch out. Oh, watch out. Love it.
Yeah.
One thing about this, though, I hate to say this, but if Ozzie Newsome is listening right now and you are contemplating coming back to the league, I don't want your protege. I want you. Back up the truck, guys. This isn't hard.
Come on.
Figure it out.
Come on to the D.
I would love me some Ozzie Newsome in the D. Would that be amazing or what?
Yeah, man, because you know he's going to build it right.
He would build it right here. And I believe he could turn this around, which definitely pretty hard for people to do. All right, that was our main course for today. And now we're going to come to the question of the day. And that is going to start, and we're going to get this down, everybody. Say it with me right now.
All right, now it's time for the question of the day. Jim, what you got?
I'm going to ask you guys, we have went over all of these GM candidates, and we still have a few more to go. But at this point in the process, who is your favorite GM that we've done so far? Who's the guy that you think would be the fit in Detroit, both attitude-wise, resume-wise, all-encompassing? So I'm going to ask you, who is your clubhouse favorite? Who's your favorite?
Who's your leader in the clubhouse as far as that's concerned? That's going to be interesting. We would love to hear your comments on this question.
Absolutely. And now the favorite part of the show is going to be Dessert with Kurt, and that's coming right after this. All right, everybody. My favorite part of the show, it is Dessert with Kurt. Kurt, take it away.
Hey, it is time for some tasty morsels. Now, if you don't, you should check it out. GMFB. If you don't know what that is Good Morning Football over there on NFL Network. Yes. On Tuesday mornings. They have a segment with my man, Kyle Brandt. My man has a segment. It is called Angry Runs. If you don't know what Angry Runs is, that's like when you have the big, nasty run in the NFL where they, stiff arms and running people over. And the winner for week 13 of the Angry Runs was one Mr. All Day himself, Adrain Peterson, running over multiple Bears in his touchdown down at Trevathan. I think that's not the other one, the running back, Jackson. He just bowled him over for the game-winning score against the Bears on Sunday. So he is the Angry Runs winner, and he is the second Lion to win that this season. Who was first? The first one of the season was my man, and you know who he is. Marvelous Marvin Jones won it week 1. Yes. Angry Run, nasty stiff arm. So 2 Lions have won Angry Runs, and the most recent one being Mr. All Day.
I'm surprised DeAndre Swift didn't win it.
Yeah, he didn't win it, but
he busted. Man, he knocked this guy over. He knocked this lineman over to get a touchdown earlier.
I think it was one of the weeks to where what's his name? Henry out of the Titans, like lifted him off his feet. Yeah, that was a gift that keeps on giving, right there.
It really is.
Yeah. That was a definitely. But Angry Runs, my man, Adrain Peterson, congratulations, my man.
Congrats.
Nice run. It was a good and deserving award.
Thank you for that positive dessert today. We've had some dessert that has been not so positive this week, so I wanted a positive one.
Yeah.
Especially last week, we had some gems.
Yeah, we had some bowel movement yogurt last week from Probiotics.
We did.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for rocking with us. Please put your comments below if you want to see a certain type of show, if you want to see us do like a player breakdown or whatever you want to see us do. We get enough of those comments, we will do that show for you. So, you know what? We appreciate you because of the 1,000 subscribers, all that stuff and everything. But no, it's more than that. It's just we appreciate the interaction with you guys and being able to comment back and discuss our Detroit Lions, even though they're a dumpster fire at this point. Thank you very much, guys.
Hey, you know what it is. We are Detroit Lions of the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And thank you for being part of the Detroit Lions on the Prowl family. We really appreciate it. To join the family, you know what you got to do. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Like the videos, comment, share them with your friends so you know when you're getting fresh content from us. It helps us spread it to more Lions fans just like yourself. Now you know what you got to do. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man Jim, right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.